Antarvedi is a very, very unique temple. It is located in a place where Godavari river goes into the ocean, which is the Sangama as well. Uh, if you look at the history of Antarvedi, it is said that Narada asked Lord Brahma about the historical background of this very unique place. It is said that sage Vasishta established his ashram over here. Lord Brahma, to get himself freed from the sins he has committed against Lord Shankara or Shiva, performed Rudra Yajna and installed Lord Neela Kanteshwara there. As that place was made like a stage or a Vedic to perform the Yajna, it was renamed as Antarvedi. It is a place between the Vasishta river. After some time, it is also said that the son of Hiranyaksha, Rakta Vilochana, did extreme penance in the banks of Vasishta river over here to please Lord Shiva and to get his grace. Lord Shiva appeared before him and asked him for a boon. The boon which Raktalochana asked him was that the number of sand particles on the ground, when it gets drenched by its blood droplets during a war, that would produce equal number of Rakshasas or Asuras as strong as vigorous as himself, and after they assist him at a war, they would come and merge with him and he gets that complete strength. Lord Shankara, even though he was astonished with the Asura's uncommon desire or a boon, because he had made a promise to him, he did give him this. The Rakshasa with the boon started harassing the Brahmins, the Devatas, and even started obstructing the yajnas and the Vedic chanting which happens on earth. Another story goes that sage Vishwamitra found an opportunity to take vengeance against sage Vasishta, and he provoked Rakta Vilochana to kill Vasishta's hundreds of sons in his absence. The Asura did so, creating a great loss to Arundhati and Vasishta. Arundhati, Vasishta's wife, wept a lot for the death of her dear sons and prayed to Vasishta, who was then at that point of time was in Brahmaloka. The Vasishta, by his divine vision, could really see what has happened. He returned to his ashram and prayed for Lord Narasimha's grace. Lord Narasimha appeared before Vasishta, asking him for a boon. Vasishta requested the Lord to get rid of the Asura who created all these chaos. Narasimha blew his conch Panchadanya, inviting the Asura to war. Rakta Vilochana heard the thundering noise of Panchadanya like a cyclone, enveloped the Lord and engulfed him to a fight. He shot all types of weapons. It is said that Lord Narasimha could then attack and smash with his Sudarshana Chakra, wounded the sensitive parts of Asura's body. As a result, the blood started oozing out. Just to stop the Asura from regenerating himself, Lord Narasimha created a Maya Shakti to stop the blood drops from Rakta Vilochana's body to the ground. Lord Narasimha then managed to kill this Asura. Then the blood stopped by the Maya Shakti from falling on the ground was released by her as a reddish river. So river here is also called as Raktakulya. Then there is a place where Lord Narasimha, after killing the Asura, washed his Chakrayuda, and it became a popular place called as Chakratirtham. A dip at the place is supposed to wash away all the sins. Later, in Kali Yuga, Antarvedi was a jungle where a person by the name Keshav Das, a cowherd, used to graze his cow daily here. A reddish brown cow of his herd used to go lonely into the forest and used to shed her milk on a hill behind the bush. On returning home, Keshav Das found that the cow was not giving him any milk at all. One day he followed the cow and he was astonished by the scene that was happening there. He just couldn't sleep that day. Lord Narasimha is said to have appeared in his dream and asked him to build a temple for him. The next day morning, he informed it to his villagers. So all the villagers did a survey of the anthill where the cow used to shed her milk, and they dug this area after offering coconuts to the Lord. They found a sculpture of Lord Narasimha, a stone sculpture. They built a temple there, and in fact there is an annual fair which has been conducted since then by the in and around villages where Keshav Das lived, and it is named after him. It's called as Keshava Dasu Palim. After some time, the temple was ruined. A wealthy merchant by the name Sri Narendra Nalakshmi Narasimha Rao took an initiative in re-erecting the temple. He donated some men and money to Bhadrachalam to procure timber for the construction of temple. His men went to Bhadrachalam, selected the logs and marked them with Lord's name, paying the money. But they were not able to transport the timber then to Antarvedi because the water levels in Godavari river was very low due to the failure in monsoon. In those days, the transportation of timber used to happen in the river. They would send it from one place to other. So they appealed to Narasimha Rao, who then did a tapas in the seashore without any food continuously for 3 days. The same day night, the third day night, there was extremely heavy rain, and the logs that was marked with Lord's name was brought very closer to Antarvedi, and Narasimha Rao was able to re-establish the temple again with the help of the villagers. After some time, the temple was again ruined. Then some devotees wanted to reconstruct the temple again. So this time around, they approached Sri Adi Narayana, who was again a merchant, and they requested him. So Adi Narayana had to deny it because he had some of his ships which went missing during a trade. But one of his son, Ranganatha, said that the Lord has appeared to him in his dream and asked him to construct the temple, and he would just be blessed of wealth. Adi Narayana was extremely thrilled to hear his son's word. In 1923, the construction work was initiated by Adi Narayana. It was completed by the combined efforts of his son, Ranganatha and Krishna. Sometime later, once a fisherman was fishing his net in the Raktakulya river, he found a marble saligrama instead of a fish. He didn't know about the value and he just threw it. So again he used to spread the net, and he again found the same stone many times in different spots. So being afraid of this incident, he angrily dashed it into the ground, and there was a very strange continuous blood flow from the stone which happened. That really surprised him, and out of fear he prayed to the Lord, and he also fell unconscious. The Lord appeared to him in his dream and said that he only appeared in the waters of Raktakulya river as a Kurmavatar in a marble, and asked him to take it to the temple and install him along with Lord Narasimha. This stony form, which is the Kurmavatar incarnation of Lord, can even be seen today at Antarvedi Devasthanam. There are 5 important spots of the holy shrine, which is namely the sea, the Sagara Sangamam, the Vasishta river, the Raktakulya river, and the Chakratirtham. It is said that anyone taking a dip in any of these holy places and performing the ceremonial formalities to their ancestors is equivalent to any of the formalities done in Gaya or Ganges. This Talam is also called as a Mukti Kshetra. Antarvedi has the sea in the east and south, the Godavari in the west, and the Raktakulya river in the north. It is located at a distance of 130 kilometers from Kakinada, 100 kilometers from Rajamundry. Please do visit this site when you happen to be in and around Kakinada or Rajamundry. It's one of the very important sthalam to go. Not many are aware of it. Thank you, and looking forward to see you in the next video of Mandiramritam.